Welcome to the introductory video of the Tier 7 Coaching Tarot class. I'm very excited to embark on this journey with you. This tier level is going to consist basically of once a week, I'm going to be uploading a video about 10 cards at a time. I'll go order from the full all the way to the last card in tarot. Now, another thing we'll be doing, I'm going to be diving into scents. I'm going to be diving into crystals, what to pair them with to use throughout your days. We're going to talk about certain spread types, how to utilize certain cards, so much. To make this an easy beginning video, I want to talk about one card spread that most of us know, but I can help you much more enhance. A past, present, future spread, a 3-card spread. So many people when they start tarot, or no matter what your level is, feel like they have to do these big spreads and follow a complete direction, like a recipe. And the thing about tarot is, I think a recipe is good to start with, but once you become more intertwined with your craft, just like a chef, they don't really need recipes anymore. They know how to follow it and how to tweak certain things. That's how I feel tarot is as well. So the past, present, future 3-card spread. You're not going to pull more than 3 cards. We're not going to overwhelm ourselves. We're going to understand the power in building. The intention should be set before you pull the cards. I sit down. This reading is going to be about a love dynamic I'm looking for in the future. How can I analyze a certain person and I's relationship? How does this person's intentions for me? I think that's a good one to start with. Now, obviously, we read our own cards, but I ask you to try to not make it center focused on a one person all the time. It's okay if like once a week you want to set up a reading to understand how somebody feels about you. But your own emotions, until you're very much in touch with your cards and you have that relationship, that bond with them, self-trust and etc., and that builds as time goes on. Asking questions regarding your own love life, your emotions can override your ability to really read what's going on. I suggest more general when you're starting off. What's my current law of attraction? What is the characteristics of a person, etc., that's meant for me? I think the best place to start for today would be a past, present, future spool. A past, present, future pull of your current law of attraction. So, you can shuffle any way you want to. There is not a specific way. You see certain people, I can't do it, but the ones who go like this, and then like cards fall out, etc., that's one way to do it. Nobody taught me tarot. I taught myself tarot. I actually taught myself tarot on playing cards. Those were the first technical tarot cards, actually. I remember sitting down on, it was like my old coffee table, etc., and just with the cards being like, how do I even shuffle these? And I stared at them and I tried to do it the way others were doing it, and I got in my head. I was like, I don't know how to do this. But something just went, Matt, it's because we don't want you to do it like everybody else. You know how to do it. Your spirits are doing the same thing for you with that. If you like the way I shuffle and it really completely resonates with you, do it exactly the same way. But if there are things that your guides, that you're like, I want to tweak that, I want to do that a little bit differently, do it. That is the thing. When you set the intention and understanding your relationship and language with the cards, nobody can get in your head then. So, when I use this tarot deck, you also will always, when you buy a tarot deck and etc., you want to assign that deck a meaning in your life and what its place is. This is what I call my mix of divine feminine and divine masculine tarot. It's 2 different cards, 2 different decks. The black ones you see are my Godfather cards, and I've established them as my divine masculine. Let's see, that one's spent all the way around, you see? Hierophant, following your intuition, and went to all the different sides. Talking about reading your cards. They don't know what their intention with you is until you set them. We set them, and it went to the up hand with following your intuition. The feminine cards are blue in here, okay? This was my Moon and Star Tarot. Trust, Knight of Coins. Loyal offer, worthy. Royal, noble. So whenever I pull my cards with this deck, I pick this deck when I'm like, I really want to channel masculine and feminine energy separately. I know to pull out this deck. Another deck that I will give you as a representation for now. This one, my movie tarot. When I see that somebody needs to know that they're going through the middle of their movie, like, you know, when you're watching a movie and you get to know a person, they make you connect with the characters, and then they throw the shit where the shadow work comes in, where the character builds, etc. When people are in that part of their life, the action, pull out this. One day in another video, we'll go over a lot, but I think that's a good start for now. So whatever you're called to do right now with the tarot decks that you have, and I highly suggest that, you know, if you don't have a tarot deck, you should get one. And it is completely okay to buy your own tarot cards. There is some interpretation in the past that people think it's unlucky, or no. Buy your own tarot. And if somebody gifts you tarot, even better. So go ahead and follow me here if you'd like to. This first spread, a past, present, future pull about your law of attraction. Find your move. What I like to do is kind of just do it. Let me think about it. Is it like a 3-tapper? Yeah. I like to do 3 taps. It calls in my angels that basically we're huddling up together. Okay? Think about when you're playing a sport and you all huddle up together, and then, you know, the bell rings, you go. The whistle blows, you go. When I go like this, or we're huddling. When I do that, we have dispersed. We're in game mode. We're all going to our parts. Sitting position, standing position, yada yada. When it goes together like this, what I have told my team is we have intertwined with the universe. It is almost like two armies charging at each other and are going. Once this comes out, it's basically not fighting, because not every single reading is going to be about like fighting or etc. But it just means that the moves are in action. They are in flow. We are in believance of our abilities. We pick the cards, and then the reading kind of just takes over from there. It matters the whole time trusting what you're doing and not overthinking also. So we're going to do that part, and then I'm going to explain to you how I pick the cards, how I know which ones to pick. All right? All right? Shada bing, shada boom. So when I was in the beginning part of figuring out how to pick a card, I used to be like, how do I know I'm picking the right card? I'm looking at so many. Was that the one I should have picked up? Was that the one I should have picked up? It literally should be without you looking. You should be able to see the card spread in here And like these two keep hyper focusing to me. You're never making yourself look at one. If you're feeling magnetized to a card, that is the card to pull. I have established with my guides as time went on. I couldn't do this in the beginning, but I can do it now, and you will be able to also. I say highlight a card, and I will see almost like a border of a color of whatever color the card is, kind of peering out like a neon sign. Before, I would do this thing where it's silly, but it works. Because the thing is, we all can get in our head when we're doing tarot, or, you know, when we're feeling pressure to do something. To make it a little lighthearted and trusting, I would go bada bing, bada boom. And whatever ones I touched, when I did all of those were the cards. Take that if it resonates for you. Or even upgrade it if there's something else calling you. How to read. Always remember, everybody is telling you truth, but it's also suggestions at the same time, because of that sense of it's a formula, it's a recipe, and you enhance it from there. So I'm being called to this one, and this one. I let my hands fall. I don't say, oh, I just picked this one up first, so it's going to be this one. I picked this one up second, so it's going to be this one. No, I could pick up one on this side and one on this side, but this is my starting. This is my end. It doesn't matter. The most thing that matters is that you're not overthinking. You're just letting it happen. And this takes practice. This takes time. The first couple of times, the first 40 times you do it, it's not going to feel completely in touch. It's like, think about like working out. You go to the gym and it takes a while for you to feel completely confident about what you're doing. But you still do it because you have faith and you know it's repetition. That's tarot. So, we picked our cards. Since this is a past, present, future pull, let's flip them all over at the same time. Wow, your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational. So in this reading, this is a reading, I'm going to explain to you what each card means. But the next video I post is going to be the first 10 cards in tarot. Starting from the full all the way. I can't remember how they go in order. I'm pretty sure it's like the full and then it's like the Emperor. I can't remember the order of how they're supposed to go. I just remember what they represent. So we'll have that all laid out though, one by one, etc. For now, I'm just going to explain to you these 3 cards and how they can be interpreted to you, and then you make your own spread and do it as well. This is past, present, future pulls. The left card is the past, the middle card is the present, and the right card is the future. Your law of attraction has always been high vibrational. Don't get me wrong. You've had moments of going into lower frequencies, but you're not low frequency. You've always rised above. You're out of this part. Do not get me wrong. There are always going to be reasonable precautions in life, those tower moments. But 10 of Swords, Ten of Swords is like destruction. A lot of people, so Tower card is everything rising up, okay? You built a whole foundation and it goes crumbling down and you have to start from the ground up again, but it doesn't mean destruction. It's actually a very beautiful thing. It's a good thing. It's an evolution. It's like a band-aid being ripped off. At that moment, it feels hard or tough, but it's to build a callus. 10 of Swords is like destruction. It's like, whoa, shit hit the fucking fan and it ain't good. When you're an unhealed person, the Tower card, when you hear that, it can make you scared. As you continue to advance, and it's not when I say you're an unhealed person, when you're in unhealed human moments, you will feel the paranoia try to make you think that you're in that 10 of Swords energy. Your past law of attraction, 5 of Cups in reverse, is everything happening for a reason. Everything happening for a reason. All those times you thought your Tower moments were actually 10 of Swords, it was all happening for a reason. 5 of Cups And in case also, cards have different meanings for if you pull it uphand or if you pull it in reverse. Okay, so I will always explain to you what the card uphand means and the verse. This card uphand would have meant Five of Cups, grief, low vibrational mindset, not trust in self, and a lot to do with finances, wish fulfillment, etc. The Five of Cups in reverse is everything happening for a reason, right? And like that you understand the bigger picture, that you've gotten through it without you even knowing. There were so many battles you won while other people would have caved in. When you thought nobody was noticing the things you were doing, that people would just pop in and out of your life, Spirit saw everything. Spirit saw, and now I'm seeing you like it must be, it could have been like a high school job or right after, like right out of high school, etc. It's like you're in a room with, just go with me here, because this is everybody here who is a tier 7. It almost feels like going to a back room where there's like a bunch of like if you work at like fast food or a restaurant, anything like that, there's a room where like the syrup for the sodas and everything is, right? It could have even just other stuff in there that the restaurant needs as a storage room or whatever. I see you in there picking up things, switching things that nobody else is. And you're like, I can't just not let this stay. Everybody else just walks past all this stuff that needs to be done, and I can't. In the moment, even though nobody appreciated it, they did, and they said, oh, we got you. You have been building and building and building high vibrational karma. Because karma is not a word to be afraid of at all. The only time people should be afraid of karma is if you're not doing things for a high timeline. If you're a vengeful person, etc., because what goes around comes around. But if you're a high vibrational person, if you're a light worker, if you're doing things for the right reasons, you're just building up positivity and experience everything you went through. Major law of attraction high, because how you chose to handle it. Your current law of attraction is complete trust. You have had to battle trust issues all your life. But it all stemmed from not trusting yourself. You trust yourself now. You have your human moments. We are never going to pretend like everything is perfect. You're perfectly imperfect. Your current law of attraction is trusting, and it's bringing in loyal sources. It's bringing in found family. You're not afraid of your dark side, and that's beautiful. Your future law of attraction is Six of Swords, straightforward actions, a voyage. You have so much coming to you now. We're in 2024. There is no waiting. I truly see a boat just voyaging away. So some of you could be going, on some forms of trips. You're going to be in a physical location you weren't expecting in 24. You're bringing in a lot of new opportunities. To sum this up, your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational, and it always has been. You're realizing this now about yourself. You're realizing you're the gift. The cards, a humongous way, the cards will even talk to you more, is how they fall down. Let's say I had a card that fell down. When I put it down, it spun itself around and it went sideways. When I pull sideways cards, I take that as either two things depending on the type of reading. If it's like, what is this person's intentions with me, okay? And when I pull a card sideways for something like that, it would mean both people feel mutual about what's going on. They feel the same way. They both have pure intentions. They both are unsure, yada yada. And a reading that's center focused on just one person, or etc. If I were to pull it sideways, I would take it as a half meaning of both. There's a little bit of truth in it being an up hand for you, and there's a little bit of truth of it being downwards as well. It's a medium ground. It's almost a highlight for you to see. It's something to highlight on. It's for you to see how it could slip either way. The biggest thing to remember is cards are never here to scare you, ever. Cards are a navigation system. Well, Spirit's the navigation system. Spirit's the brain. The cards are like the little car you're following on your map and lines that you see on your map. Spirit is the voice. Channelers are the voice navigation system, and your human body is the vehicle. Remember, the cards don't hold the power. You do. That's what I got for the first introduction video to these tarot teachings. I'm honored to be here with you. And this is going to be fun. Amazing. Alrighty, guys. Also, once a month, we will be doing a live stream together here on Patreon, where for an hour we get on the calls together, and any questions that you guys have for me, you're able to go ahead and ask there. Get a little conversation going. You can pull your cards in front of me and we'll interpret them together and go from there. Alrighty, guys. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.